Excel 2016, Chapter 5, pages 316 through 318, the last video for this tutorial. Alright, on page 316, creating a pivot chart. Just read really quickly that quick little paragraph. To create and format the pivot chart, in the Daily Sales Pivot Table Worksheet, Daily Sales Pivot Table Worksheet, select any cell in the pivot table. On the ribbon, click the Pivot Table Tools Analyze tab. Pivot Table Tools, Analyze, right there. In the Tools group, click the Pivot Chart button. Okay, so we're going to find our Tools group right here, and you can see right there is the Pivot Chart button. The Insert Chart dialog box opens. Step number 4, if necessary, click the Clustered Column Chart, the first chart subtype for the columns chart. Okay, that one is right there, clustered column, and then click the OK button. A pivot chart appears next to the pivot table, and the task pane changes to the Pivot Chart Fields task pane. Okay, you're familiar with that one for sure. To the right of the pivot chart, click the Chart Elements button, and then click the Legend checkbox to remove the check mark. The legend is removed from the pivot chart. You do not need a legend because the pivot chart has only one data series. At the top of page 317, step number 6, click the Pivot Chart chart title. Type Sales by Day as the new title, and then press the Enter key. Okay, so we want Sales by Day. Remember not to press your Enter key on that one. To the right of the pivot chart, click the Chart Styles button. Click Color at the top of the gallery. And then in the Colorful section, click Color 4. That's color 1. Okay, go ahead and click Color 4. The columns change to green, the first color in the palette. Drag the pivot chart so that its upper left corner is in cell D3. There's D, there's 3. The pivot chart is aligned with the pivot table. See Figure 5-47 and compare it to your screen. Now, in the middle of page 317, just read those quick little paragraphs right there. It'll just take you a quick second to do that. To filter the pivot chart to display sales from Monday through Friday, make sure the pivot chart is selected. So I've got my sizing handles. I know it's selected. If yours isn't, just click on it someplace in the white chart area. Okay, now down here, do you see these filtering buttons right here? Hit this one where it says day, okay? So, step number 2, click the Saturday checkbox to remove its check marks. Only the weekdays remain selected. Click the OK button. The pivot chart updates to display only sales for weekdays. The pivot table is automatically filtered to display the same results. Select cell A1. See Figure 5-48 on the next page. Compare your screen to this figure and make sure that everything matches. And you are ready to save this workbook because you are now finished with this tutorial.